By 2050, there's going to be more people in the world that are obese than underweight. Health professionals say these recent figures are frightening.
It's very scary for us because this statistic and this change in the health of society has very much come upon us, really, as doctors without us realising it.
This team of doctors researches the origins of high blood pressure by looking at small arteries in the body.
A lot of the patients who come in with new high blood pressure have high blood pressure because of their lifestyle, and specifically because of the sort of diet that they're eating, which is causing obesity and the complications associated with a poor lifestyle.
Health experts believe people in the UK are getting heavier.
I've been a practicing doctor since 1997, and there's been a real change in, I suppose, the size and the shape of our patients.
A global report has shown that the amount of people living with diabetes has quadrupled. The World Health Organization says this drastic rise is due to obesity.
It's showing a huge rise in obesity, and that's not surprising because obesity is the biggest cause of type 2 diabetes.
And though obesity is an issue across the UK, experts say it's worse in some areas.
Look at the map showing where they've got higher pots of obesity in the UK. The northwest is one of the highest. Areas especially such as Liverpool and Tameside within Greater Manchester are particularly quite bad.
It's true, though, on saying that we do have some of the highest rates of cardiovascular disease in the northwest, and that does reflect a very unhealthy lifestyle. People eat cheap, unhealthy food, which is packed with salt.
But has the cost of unhealthy food impacted obesity rates?
I speak as a parent, and I shop in all the same supermarkets that everybody else does, and as soon as you go into a supermarket, the most unhealthy foods are there, straight in front of you. But let's be clear about this. It's not just the supermarkets. You have to look at the food outlets.
No, I think there's this misconception that unhealthy food is cheaper, but I don't think that's necessarily true. I just have, your fruit and veg from your local corner shop is really, really cheap. Meat is actually quite expensive. Vegetarian meals are quite cheap to do. Cooking from home is a lot cheaper than getting your takeaway.
It's not cheap to live healthy. Definitely not. If you go in the stores, the food, everything that's healthier seems to be more expensive. The cheaper stuff is not healthy.
Some say more awareness needs to be raised in order to tackle this growing issue.
I don't find it surprising. I think I don't know anyone who really exercises, especially students, really, and especially being in Manchester where it's very student-based.
You're going to eat what you want to eat, but at the end of the day, I think raising more awareness and possibly trying to affect things like the cost of vegan or vegetarian type of meals, I think that will be very helpful for people that are dealing with weight loss issues.
Sarah Hancock, that's Manchester.